A Cabinet Minister for the Birmingham area, the abolition of our remaining district councils and more money for local business.
Well, those were just three of the main recommendations in a new report on how to revive economic growth in the regions from Tory grandee Lord Heseltine. He unveiled his ideas at Birmingham Town Hall today. Our political editor Patrick Burns was there.
He devoted the best years of his political life to reviving the regions. Now 79, Tarzan swung back into town to have one more try. His mission to give extra clout to local decision makers, bidding for our share of what he says should be a single £50 billion growth fund.
There's an enormous number of companies, very great skill, and a world of opportunity out there. So my only preoccupation is to harness it and to get the standards of the average up to the standards of the best.
He wants a cabinet minister designated for Birmingham, the scrapping of district councils in our 4 shire counties with 2-tier councils to simplify local government, and an official statutory role for chambers of commerce devising homegrown economic strategies.
Lord Heseltine is looking basically for a fundamental shift in the centre of gravity of economic policy in this country, away from what he calls the monopolistic approach of Whitehall in favour of major cities and surrounding regions like Birmingham and the West Midlands.
And that idea of a cabinet minister for the city was generally well received down at street level.
It's always good to have someone fight your corner, definitely. It can only be a positive thing from Birmingham, I would have thought.
Well, I suppose it would be quite a good idea. We're the second city after all.
I think it could be a good help for Cameron, that, to be honest, David Cameron, yeah.
But his plan to replace district councils with all-purpose unitary authorities wasn't exactly calculated to win friends in the lower tier of local government.
I think district councils are wonderful things. We're small, we can react to people's need, we can work smarter, we can work closer together, we can work in partnership, but being close to people, people can contact the local councillors and we can react to local need.
Such is the sheer scale of the economic challenges that Lord Heseltine's essential message combined sentiments dating back to his time in government with those of present-day ministers. We are all in this together, and there's no alternative. Patrick Burns, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, joining us now, Jerry Blackett from the Birmingham Solihull Chamber of Commerce. Thanks very much for your time this evening. What do you make of Lord Heseltine's proposal for a cabinet minister for Birmingham?
I make a lot of it because I think the time of place has come. For too long, we've ignored the UK's assets, the great cities outside of London, the great regions outside of London, and we can't afford to ignore it anymore. His analysis today put us on a war footing in terms of the economy, and I think he's right to do that. We've seen our productivity drift down, we've seen our competitiveness drift down, and cities, great cities, can help solve that. So he was right to talk about competitiveness and giving place a chance.
Now, you'll be particularly interested in this proposal today, an official statutory role for the Chamber of Commerce. I'm sure something that you would welcome. But what qualifies you and your members to devise these economic strategies in this very, very difficult, challenging time?
Well, I mean, what Heseltine has identified is our great competitors, Germany, France, Japan, have built support around them, and they happen to be chambers of commerce. It's where you go. I've not got a problem. There's one place to go. The trick then is the chambers signposting businesses to the right place to get the service. So chambers won't deliver it all, but the chamber brand is one of the great assets of the UK. Go overseas. Chambers of commerce make the world work.
But isn't this effectively just putting in an extra layer of local government at the time when financially it's incredibly challenged? It's going to cost more when basic local services are being challenged. Funding is going to be taken away.
If that were the case, that would be wrong. No, this is about making better use of existing money and having local businesses and local politicians decide how it's spent. And it should take away quangos, it should take away civil servants. It means us around here can decide, we know what works, we know what's going to get business going, much better than London. So this is our chance. And it's all of us. It's not just the Chamber of Commerce. It's the Chamber being an umbrella for so many of the other organisations.
OK, Jerry Blackett, thank you for your time this evening.